Okay, so we pulled up AMZ3 Pro and we did a search for iPod. We set the delay to 500 milliseconds and we went ahead and did a search for every single term people type in related to iPod in Amazon. And you'll see down here we got back 26,998 results. Let me show you what that file looks like when we export it to CSV. Okay, so here's the file here, and it's the exported file from AMZ3 Pro. It contains 26,998 keywords. And we're going to go through here and we're going to select a keyword to target so that we can rank for quickly in Google.com. Okay, here's a keyword we picked here, iPod 5th generation docking station with speakers. It has very little competition and it's going to be easy to rank for. And then I'm going to show you how we use those ranking factors to make sure we get at least a top 10 slot for this term pretty much in a matter of minutes. So let me show you how we analyze this keyword for competition, and then I'll show you the blog post that we wrote, and then we'll submit it and we'll see how quickly it can rank. So let's talk about really quickly what are the most important on-page ranking factors right now in October 2016 with the latest updates. So I'm just showing you a blurred screenshot here because I don't want to give away the test site we're using here. And you can see in order of importance from most important to least important, the individual elements. So first of all, and for a long time now, keyword and title with the keyword toward the front is the most important ranking factor at Google.com. So that's number one. Number two is the keyword in the URL, again, toward the front of the URL string. So putting that keyword in the URL of the page. 3 is the keyword in an H1 tag toward the front. Number 4 is a little bit surprising. It's a keyword in an internal link with the keyword in the linked page as the H1 tag. That might be a little fuzzy there on the screen there for the recording, but basically you put the keyword in an internal link and the page that the link goes to, that links to, that page has the keyword you're trying to rank for as an H1 tag. So this one's a little bit trickier to orchestrate, but you can do it. And that's not too hard to do. Just go to Google and find a page that has the keyword of the H1 tag. The fifth most important ranking factor is putting your keyword in the H3 tag of the page toward the front. 6 is keyword in italics. 7 is keyword in the body, anywhere in the body of the page. 8 is the keyword in the H2. 9 is the keyword in the H4. 10 is the keyword in an external link. So put the keyword in a link. It's linking externally to another page. And 11 is the keyword in the image alt, so in the alt page, in the image alt text of the page. Okay, so these are the most important on-page ranking factors as of October 2016, and we're going to actually use this when we try and rank for this term that we just showed you here, and we'll see if we can rank quickly just by using some of these different elements. You don't have to use them all. In fact, you probably wouldn't want to use every single one. It might look spammy, but you could certainly use the most important ones, and then you pick some of these others, or you can use the exact keyword for the most important features and then just use LSI terms for these other features, and Google will understand the relation of the LSI terms to your parent keyword. I'll head over here and I'm just going to show you this. This is a tool we use at our company, but you can do everything here pretty quickly just with a browser. So first, what we did is we searched for an all-in title using our keyword in quotes, and you'll see here there's no results at all. Okay, so no one's targeting this term in their title, which is, again, it's a result of AMZ3 Pro bringing back keywords that other people aren't seeing, so they're not actually targeting them in their SEO. So none in the title, there's almost none in text. There's just one result here for all in text. As far as the URL, it's not in there, and it's not in the anchor text either. So when you look at all in title, all in text, all in URL, and all in anchor, and you see no results, you know the page is not being targeted. Even when you have sites with a high domain authority, so these are Amazon results here, Best Buy, so they have a very high domain authority, but the page authority itself is very low, and when you get no results back in all in anchor, it just signifies there's not very much competition for these terms. So you can do a quick search in your browser if you want to take the time for these long tail terms, and this will depend on how much authority your site has already. So keyword competition is a tricky thing because it's not that it comes down to any one tool that can somehow magically predict keyword competition. Keyword competition changes from site to site because your own site has a certain strength, has a certain theme. So we're going to go ahead and do a quick test here with this keyword. And we're going to use Market Bold. And actually, Market Bold has nothing to do with electronics and absolutely nothing to do with iPods, but it's just a quick way for us to test this keyword. Let me show you how you'd set this up and just put this video together for you quickly so you can get started using your own terms from AMZ3 Pro and ranking for those terms. And it's a great time because we're getting into the holiday season, and it's a time when e-commerce explodes. In fact, some businesses make most of their money in this holiday season here, so it's a great time to use this method. So let's go ahead and head over to Market Bold, and I'll show you how we set up this content really quickly, and then we'll post it and see if we can get it to rank. Okay, so I've jumped inside the Market Bold WordPress admin here, and you'll see here I've put the exact keyword as the H1 here. Is what this will become the H1 tag on the page. It's also here. It's in the URL. Okay, so I'm just following that. Those ranking factors I showed you earlier in the video, so pay attention to those. So we've got it in our H1 tag, this is the URL. We've got it in the body text as an external link, and the simple way to do this, let me show you how easy it is to find this. If you are not specific to which page you need to link to, here's a way to find really relevant pages for that. Okay, so let's assume for a second I don't care which page on Amazon I want to link to. I just want to find a page on Amazon that Google says is relevant for my keyword. This is how you do that. You do a site-specific search for Amazon.com and then just put your keyword after that, and you'll get back in order of relevance what Google says are the most relevant pages on Amazon for your keyword. In this case, it's this first term right here. So I'm just going to use this as my external link. And we're going to do the same thing for YouTube because we're going to go ahead and just embed a YouTube video on this page. So again, site-specific search using YouTube and then our keyword, and then we just take this top video because Google's saying this is the most relevant video we have found on YouTube for your keyword. And interestingly enough, it doesn't even have this in the title, and it's actually for a different docking station. It's an adapter. But we don't actually care because what Google's telling us is this is the most relevant video. Now we could pick the second or third, we'd still be fine, but I'm just going to grab this first one, and we'll use the embed code from YouTube to paste it directly into our article. And so we have a really relevant video that Google says is relevant, and we have a relevant page from Amazon, and then we're ready to set up the rest of the article. Okay, so we're back here at the article. So here's the external link to the Amazon page, and then we've got an image of the actual docking station, and the image alt of this image, we've put our keyword. This is an H3 here. This is an H4 here. This is an this is an H2, this is an H4, and then sprinkled throughout we have some italics. So basically we just followed everything I showed you on those ranking factors. That's it. Okay, so once you have this in place, you're ready to once you have your keywords and everything in place, everything laid out. And for the actual content, we just went to the Amazon post itself and just kind of used some of the features and things they already outlined, just use our own words to describe the unit. So again, this really isn't anything about, I don't really care about iPod speakers. It's just to show you that you can take a term that AMZ3 Pro gives you that has low competition, and then you could put that into whatever site you have you're working with. Obviously, you would do keyword research around something you actually can use and promote. This is just a case study here. So I'm going to take Chrome, which is a different browser. We're in Firefox, logged into our WordPress admin before I publish, and I'm going to go ahead and do a search for this term, iPod 5th generation docking station with speakers. And you can see here this how do I solve is number 1, heavy.com is number 2, argos.co.uk is number 3, amazon.co.uk is number 4, eBay is number 5, eBay is number 6. So we're going to try and rank in here for our term just by publishing the content that we got back, the keyword that we got back from AMZ3 Pro. So you'll see it's been about 5 minutes, and we've already ranked for the term. We're number 5 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, behind Amazon and some of these other sites here. But I haven't done any kind of backlinking, even with some basic backlinking using the keyword as the anchor text. I could push this up, and then as it gets clicks and traffic, it would also push up. I'm not going to leave this up for very long simply because it has nothing to do with Market Bold's site. I simply wanted to show you a quick case study on this so you could see how to do this for your own sites. But take AMZ3 Pro, take the keywords you get back, and go ahead and take those terms that are long tail terms with almost no competition, follow those ranking factors that I showed you in the previous part of the video, and then put that to use for your own website. You'll see here, refresh this again, you'll notice here it is 6 minutes ago. Okay, so this is a live result that's available on Google. I don't know what will show. Like I said, I'm going to take this down after a couple days because it has absolutely nothing to do with our site, but I just did this for a quick case study so you could kind of see how this works and you can put it to use in your business. We do have some copies of AMZ3 Pro left. Remember that this is a beta period for us. The program completely works. We haven't had any troubles with it, but we're just releasing it slowly so we can do additional testing on it and get additional features added to the program. So if you'd like to pick up AMZ3 Pro, you want to click that button below and grab a copy, and then you can go ahead and put in your own keywords, whether it's iPod related or fishing or camping or books or whatever it is. Put in your own keywords, get back the best keywords, the most keywords from Amazon, and then take those terms, follow the steps in this video, and go ahead and start ranking in the top 10 for your keywords just before the holiday season. And there's a powerful little method here that you can use to get started right away, getting rankings for keywords that buyers type in just before they're ready to buy a product.